Nappa has been shown to survive against Vegeta's attack, which led him to forming a temporary alliance with Goku to defeat Frieza. So the both of them are now on Namek, where they meet up with everyone else, including Vegeta. And just before they was gonna fight Ginyu, Vegeta flies away, with Nappa following him. So, what's gonna happen? Find out in this part 2 of What If Nappa Survived. Nappa continues to chase down Vegeta, until eventually he's able to catch up to him, slamming him down to the ground. As he wonders where does Vegeta think he's going, Vegeta then gets up and he yells at Nappa, what the hell is he doing? Don't tell me that he believes Kakarot's story of them beating Frieza. Yeah, they may have stumbled on great power, but it's still not enough to beat Frieza. They need to get the Dragon Balls and wish for immortality, because without that, they couldn't even dream of defeating Frieza. And Nappa says he doesn't care about getting immortality or anything. He just wants to get his revenge on Vegeta for trying to kill him. As Nappa then launches a blast at Vegeta, and Vegeta is barely able to dodge it. Crap, it looks like his immortality is gonna have to wait. As the two of them then start their fight. And across the planet, Goku senses this battle happening. Goku was hoping that this wasn't gonna happen, but it seemed like it was inevitable. He just gotta hope that they don't kill each other. But then out of nowhere, Goku suddenly hears a voice, as then a beam of energy comes towards that Goku. Goku was too distracted with Nappa and Vegeta fighting that he forgot all about Ginyu. So Ginyu successfully swapped bodies with Goku, not without damaging his body first. He then flies off to the next highest power. He figures that must be Vegeta and the other Earthlings. Ginyu then flies towards them at high speeds. And Goku tries to follow as fast as he can, but with that injury, he can't really do much. He needs to catch up quickly, because he needs to get his body back. We then go back to Nappa and Vegeta, and Nappa was able to land some good heavy blows on Vegeta, and they were able to injure him a little bit but not by much. Since Goku gave Vegeta a Senzu Bean, it gave him a huge boost in power from a Zenkai, which made Vegeta able to surpass Nappa, creating a gap in power. And as soon as Nappa's about to throw another punch at Vegeta, Vegeta then knocks Nappa back with his power. He then rockets down towards Nappa with a kick, driving Nappa through the ground. And Nappa can't believe it. Even after all that training, Vegeta still somehow got ahead of him. Vegeta then continues to beat down on Nappa. This is real bad. Even though he really hates to admit it, he doesn't think he could win against Vegeta right now. Vegeta then lands a few more devastating blows to Nappa, then slamming him to the ground. This time, Vegeta is going to make sure that Nappa doesn't stay alive. Vegeta is getting ready to land a finishing blow until he senses an energy coming towards him. And he knows that this power isn't Frieza. It has to be Kakarot. And when they arrive, Vegeta can see that it is Kakarot, but for some reason he's wearing a scouter. And if he focuses on it a little bit more, you can tell that his energy feels different too. Vegeta then sees something else come flying in. It's Ginyu for some reason. But in reality, it's Goku trapped in Ginyu's body, and he yells out to Vegeta, that's not him, they switched bodies. Which makes Vegeta finally understand what's happened. So, Kakarot switched bodies with Ginyu. Honestly, to him, it's pretty hilarious. But Vegeta is glad that this happened, because now he gets to kill both Kakarot and Ginyu at the same time. So Vegeta starts his fight with Ginyu, and honestly, Ginyu's kinda disappointed. The increase of power isn't as much as he expected, and that's because for one, Ginyu isn't used to Goku's body, and two, he has no access to any of his abilities or techniques, so it isn't like he knows how to use Kaioken. And Ginyu can't believe it. This body was supposed to have a power that surpassed his old body. Why can't he access that power? And Vegeta tells him it's simple. He may have stolen that body, but he can never recognize his true potential, because he's not a true-blooded Saiyan. And Goku thinks that this is bad. At this rate, Vegeta's gonna kill his body. He needs some kind of opening for him to switch back. As Vegeta then goes and defeats Ginyu, knocking him down into a crater, and Vegeta's about to land a finishing blow. Ginyu then tries to swap bodies with Vegeta, as Goku sees that this is the perfect chance, as he then jumps in front of the beam, successfully swapping bodies back. Ginyu then tries to swap bodies with Vegeta again, but Vegeta is able to act fast enough, as he dodges the beam and then launching a blast at Ginyu, which does end up killing him. After that whole conflict, Goku and Nappa are pretty worn out, as both of them did nearly get beaten to death by Vegeta, so they're gonna need to get healed somehow. But there's nothing to worry, as they do have the healing pods. Vegeta decides to put them both in one, because maybe Kakarot is right. After the boost he got, and the boost that these two are gonna get after they're done healing, they actually might have a chance to beat Frieza. The two of them should be done healing around the same time. And after this, the story kinda stays the same as it was in canon. Gohan, Krillin, and Dende decide to sneak off with the Dragon Balls and summon Piranga, to which they use the first two wishes to bring back Piccolo and bring him to Namek. And Piccolo knows that Nappa is alive and he's on Namek. And Piccolo's kinda worried about this, especially how last time went, with Nappa killing him and all. And with Vegeta there too, it is big points of concern. But what does relieve him is that knowing that Vegeta and Nappa is not working together. And it really does make sense why. Vegeta tried to kill Nappa, so they really aren't on great terms. But it really doesn't matter, as they all have to work together against Frieza. Piccolo does hope he can trust Goku's judgment on letting Nappa live and bringing him here. And Gohan doesn't like it either, but if his father made the call, they can trust it. And they are working with Vegeta of all people, so maybe Nappa's not that bad. And this entire conversation is communicated through King Kai, as Piccolo is transported to a different part of Namek. But he is making his way, and so does Frieza. And he is eventually able to find the group after summoning Purunga. And a lot of this still goes the same. The fight with Frieza in his first form doesn't really change. When he transforms to his second form, nothing changes there either. Piccolo arrives and their encounter still goes the same. To his third form, all the way up to his final form, nothing changes. All of this stayed the same. All the way up until Goku and Nappa's pods are ready, as they're fully healed. And they feel the massive boost in power they have. As Nappa feels like he's unstoppable, his confidence raised. They definitely can beat Frieza for sure. As the both of them then fly towards the battle. The two of them then arrive, as the both of them then look at Frieza. And Frieza is surprised. Not only that he sees another Saiyan here, but also that Nappa is alive. He thought he died. But no matter, soon enough he'll be dead anyways. And Nappa sees Vegeta on the ground, almost dead. Frieza then launches a death beam towards Vegeta, aimed at the chest. But Nappa was able to quickly punch it away. Nappa says the only person who's going to kill this bastard is him. Vegeta weakly tells Nappa and Goku to defeat Frieza for him. Avenge the Saiyans. Nappa gets angry at this, but Goku tells Nappa to keep his cool. Don't let his anger distract him. And Frieza tells him that it must be his lucky day. All the last of the Saiyans are gathered around here. Now sure, he couldn't get the Dragon Balls, but he finally gets to get rid of these monkeys. And in terms of power levels, there's nothing really too different besides Goku and Nappa. Nappa's power is at 3 million. With the Zenkai he gotten from fighting Vegeta, this seems like the right power level for him. And as for Goku, his power level is at 6 million. And with Kaioken times 20, it puts him at 120 million. And his reasons are pretty much similar to Nappa. He had better training on the way to Namek since he had a training partner, plus his Zenkai he's gotten when Ginyu stole his body. So I think 6 million compared to 3 million is actually a reasonable boost. And with Kaioken times 20, Goku is able to match Frieza at full power, but of course he can't maintain it for long, as it does put a huge strain on his body. But he can use Kaioken times 10 with no problem, matching up to Frieza's 50%. So Goku, Nappa, and even Piccolo working together to fight Frieza. And with him just in his final form and not in his full power, they're actually doing pretty well against them, especially when Goku ups his Kaioken from times 10 to times 20 in short bursts. Frieza does eventually reach up to 50% of his power, but Goku is able to dominate him. Now Nappa and Piccolo try to help as much as they can, but even with the two of them, they're pretty much outclassed by the both of them. They can't keep up. But even if they can't keep up, they're trying to aid as much in the battle as they can. Goku and Frieza continue their battle, with Goku continuing to use bursts of Kaioken times 20, which made him realize if he could get one good clean shot with Kaioken times 20 against Frieza, it might be enough to finish him off. And Nappa is actually pretty amazed. That Kaio whatever technique that Kakarot has, it does help make him a lot stronger. It's the same thing he used to paralyze him back on Earth. Even though this is risky, Goku still wants Frieza to show off his 100%. Piccolo calls Goku crazy for thinking that. Why would he want him to go 100%? He can't be getting too cocky with Frieza. But Goku tells him he's not getting cocky, he's just confident in his power. What would be a better way to defeat Frieza than teach him humility and shatter his pride? Nappa can't help but smile and laugh. There's that Saiyan spirit, as he's glad to see it, and he could get behind Kakarot's plan. And he'll help as much as he can. King Kai does yell at Goku calling him an idiot for letting Frieza do this. But now with Frieza at 100% power, him and Goku are now dead even. But with Nappa there helping him, it helps turn the table into their favor. It's a hard fought battle, especially with Goku having to use Kaioken times 20 a lot. But eventually, they were able to defeat Frieza. Frieza does try to blow up the planet, but Goku and Nappa does stop it, with some help from Piccolo. And Goku tells Frieza to get off this planet, as he never wants to see him again. And Nappa can't believe what he's hearing. He's gonna let Frieza go? Not on his watch. He thought he was seeing progress with Kakarot, but it doesn't seem like it was much. It seems like it's time for him to clean up the mess, as Nappa then walks up to the weakened Frieza. He then laughs at the sorry state that Frieza's in. He's defeated, and defeated by a Saiyan of all things. Goku feels Nappa's power spike, but he already knows what's gonna happen, as it's too late. Nappa finishes off Frieza. Nappa then looks to Goku, telling him that he's too soft. Letting Frieza go of all people? What's wrong with him? But it doesn't matter, their alliance is done. He was able to kill Frieza, and now he's off to kill Vegeta. But where is Vegeta? They don't see him anywhere until they see a ship leave planet Namek, and Nappa's about to launch a blast at him, as Goku then tells him to stop and let him go. Vegeta was already heavily weakened from Frieza. Would he really be satisfied in killing Vegeta in such a weakened state? Well, yeah, that's how he was almost killed. But he sees Kakarot's point. it would be more satisfying to defeat him in an all-out battle. But in the meantime, while that happens again, he's gonna go back to Earth with Kakarot, as he is gonna need to get stronger for his next battle against Vegeta, as he did get a lot stronger with Kakarot, so he knows that Kakarot will push him to new heights. Gohan, Krillin, and Piccolo aren't really too sure about this, especially after how many of their friends died to him, and Goku tells him not to worry, as he doesn't really trust him either. But with Vegeta out there in space with unknown motives, he's gonna be a bigger threat than Nappa. At least with Nappa on Earth, they could keep an eye on him. So with really no other choice, they're gonna have to trust Goku again with his judgment and let Nappa come to Earth. So now that Piccolo's back, that means Kami is back, so he used the Dragon Balls to summon Shenron, and he wishes for the Namekians to be revived. And this does temporarily bring back Guru, which also brings back Porunga. Nappa actually says he has a wish in mind, but they're not gonna let him wish anything, to which Nappa actually understands. So they use that wish to bring back Chaozu. The others can be brought back with the Earth's Dragon Balls now that Piccolo's back. After Porunga disappears, everyone gets on Goku's spaceship and head back to Earth, with Goku having to explain everything of how Nappa survived and how he ended up working together with him. We then cut somewhere out in space, as we see Vegeta coming out the healing chamber, fully healed after his battle. And he's pissed off. He can't believe he had to beg Nappa and Kakarot to defeat Frieza. That completely shattered his pride, but now he knows what his motives are. He's gonna become stronger than Kakarot, and become stronger than Nappa. He's then gonna go off to kill King Cold, and then return to Earth to settle the score. He'll be back. As this is where we'll leave this part off. What did you guys think of this part, and do you want to see more? If you do, be sure to leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel. It supports me, and it supports the channel, showing me that you want to see more what ifs. Anyways, I'm DBZ Anarchy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.